No nonsense gin drinking. All gin and a surprising amount of nonsense.
Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman and today on the show I'm very excited because I'm banging the desk already and the video has barely started yet. But this, my friends, is an old friend of the show. I don't think it's available worldwide yet. I don't think it's sort of in the mass market yet. However, I have a very soft spot for this. Soft spot. I've no idea what a sprot is, but I have a soft spot indeed for. I'm not sure whereabouts my soft spot is. It could be anywhere on my body. This is getting into an area which is becoming quite disgusting. Anyway, I'll just crack it on and tell you I have a soft spot for this gin because they're just so original and they're kind of a bit of story and flair behind them, not just a normal, boring looking bottle of gin. So rather than just sort of jabber on about it in this sort of nonsensical way, I'll tell you what their name is. They are Black Lodge potions, and this particular one is Smoky berries and licorice. And just look at that for a bottle. I absolutely love the marketing on these. There's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it on the market. They're gone for this kind of sort of horror, sort of slightly scary theme. It's all sort of shrouded in a sort of a horror and a scary theme, as I said. And the other thing I really like about them is they're always absolutely bonkers, crazy, off the scale, in unique flavor combinations. I mean, look at that, like the smoky berries. Whoever's, do you know what? I don't think I've ever tried. I've tried a few berries in my time. Have I tried a smoky one? Now that is a question. I don't think anyone's ever smoked a berry before. And this is what I mean. This is what I like about this brand. They're sort of going places where literally no one else goes to. So this, my friends, I'm very excited to try for you today. And as you know on this show, I always like to do the accent from where the gin is from, although we're sort of straying sort of gently into areas where it's becoming, I don't know, I'll probably get in trouble for doing accents at some point. However, this is for, as I said, I don't think I did say, do I? Did I? I don't think I did say, did I? They are from Birmingham, okay, which is the second largest city in the UK. Not Birmingham, Alabama, this is Birmingham, UK. And people from Birmingham, if you don't know, are affectionately known as Brummies. I think you can still say Brummie now. I think you can say, I don't think that's an offensive term because, well, it can't be, because I think Brummies actually describe themselves as Brummies because they're from Birmingham and they call themselves Brummies. So anyone else calling them Brummies is probably still okay. But I'm pretty sure you're okay to say Brummies. Honestly, sometimes I wonder why people bother tuning into this show. I talk an absolute load of old shit. But anyway, my point is I shall be doing it in the Birmingham... Oh dear, the phone cover's gone over. That made me jump then. I shall be doing it in the Birmingham/Brummie accent. And if you don't know what that sounds like, it sounds like this. Deep and aromatic smokiness, jammy brambleberries with a hint of sweet licorice. A gentle but intensifying smoke, dark, rich, plummy fruit blended with sweet, woody licorice notes. I'm not sure I'm really getting this Brummie accent today, but I'm giving it a good go. Rounded off with a smooth, tingly heat. Heat. I thought I was much better than the Brummie accent than I actually am. Finished off with a traditional dry juniper, piney quality with a subtle lingering of licorice, smoke and fruit. Got a little bit better towards the end, but mostly terrible, I think. However, the most important thing is I had a go, and hopefully I haven't offended anyone. Actually, you know what? Hopefully I have offended someone, but not the Brummies, because I like them. In fact, if I have offended someone, you can almost guarantee it'll be someone who is from nowhere near Birmingham, but taking it upon themselves to be offended on behalf of the people from Birmingham, because that's the world we live in. Anyway, enough politics, my friends. Let's crack the bugger open and find out what it's like, shall we? Now, it always has a lovely wax seal on these things, which I find very pleasurable to remove. So that's come off, and we do have a cork. Do we have a cork? We do have a cork, and I seem to remember that it is the Birmingham cork test.
The Birmingham cork test.
Right then, do we have a squeak? Let's have a go. Here we go. Oh my God, that's a wonderful squeak. Listen to that. Oh, harmonious. Absolute excellent. Top 10 out of 10. Top 10 out of 10, does that make sense? Probably not. However, I do think that's possibly the best squeak we've ever had on the show. However, is it going to back it up with a pull? Here we go. Oh damn, I made a bit of a grunting noise at the top of the pull. Take two, here we go. Oh yes. That is an excellent squeak and full pull combination, which is quite impressive, and I enjoyed it very much. However, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because we all know it's just a bit of fun. Right then, my friends, right then, let's get they're quite tricky. I'm not sure how it's best to hold them. Probably like that, isn't it, I think? So let's put it. Now then, it's rather purpley on the outside, but the big question is it purpley on the inside? Well, let's find out. So, oh, yes! Oh my, right, gin lovers, hold tight, wait there. Have a look at the colour of the... Have I got something white to hold behind it? I don't think I have. I'm waiting to see the full... Maybe my phone cover. Oh, there we go. That will work. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. It's literally deep, dark blue. I'm going to reset the phone cover. You never know. It might go over twice in one video. That'll be a first. That, my friends, it reminds me of kind of that... Where was that ink gin? I think I had it ages ago. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The Empress, what's it called? With the from Canada. That's very similar because it's got butterfly pea flower in it. Now then, the big question is, if it didn't say anything about butterfly pea flower, but the big question is, will it go pink when I add the tonic? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Good God, I'm sounding like a cheesy 70s radio presenter more and more by the day. Anyway, let's get the old nostrils in the glass, shall we? And give it a good, long, hard... rambunctious and enthusiastic sniff. I don't know why I went so crazy with the adjective there. Anyway, here we go. Wow, gin lovers, as you know, I have sniffed a lot of gins. I've said before, I am a prolific gin sniffer, but I tell you what, of all the hundreds and hundreds of gins I have sniffed on over my time, I don't know why that's so funny, that was the most enjoyable sniff of all. Bar none, hands down, by far away, best, most wonderful smell I've ever smelt from a gin. How can I describe it to you? It is what's very much like it said, a jammy, thick, fruity, heavy, sweet berry sense in there. Just absolutely just, oh, what's the right word? Kind of wallowing in sweet, thick, berry goodiness. Now, do I get a smokiness in there? Oh man, that is honestly, I tell you what, I defy anyone not to just, revel in that experience. I took a really deep lungful as well. A tinge of smokiness, I suppose. But the question on my lips is, when it says licorice, right? Now, I'm assuming it means licorice root, which is present in almost all gins, which is a kind of a sweet, sort of deep, earthy kind of sweetness to it. I'm hoping it's not the actual licorice, like the licorice, those sweets or candy, well, you know, those black stuff, that weird stuff, because I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But anyway, we shall put that aside at the moment because we're going to find out, my friends. I'm going to marry it with a tonic and drink the bugger. Don't know why I went Scottish there. So let's get the iPad out the way there, get the tonic in. Oh my, well that, my friends, is a first. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad omen. The tonic fired the top off and it's landed in the glass. You know what, I'm going to keep it in there, why not? I've said it before and I will say it again. You do not get that type of thing on other YouTube channels. So then, let's get the old tonic in there with the lid as well. This is very strange today. Now, I did put a little bit more gin in the usual, so I'm going to put a little bit more tonic in than usual. And of course, at this point in the show, and also we wanted to see if it went pink with the tonic, and it hasn't. It's just gone still blue, basically. So that means there is no butterfly pea in there. So goodness knows what the blueness is, but we shall find it. Well, no, we probably won't find out. I don't really care. It's just blue. Anyway, I got distracted. I need to say thank you to all the supporters of this show, the patrons and my lovely YouTube members who are literally paying for the gin on this show. They pay for all this gin you see here. If you want to join them, feel free to join and become a patron or a YouTube member as well, in my shameless bit of self-promotion there. This is, my friends, Black Lodge Potion, one of my favourite gin brands. What was it again? Smoky berries and licorice. I say to the one and all, cheers. Not sure what that is, but just cheers, yeah. Oh my heavenly Father who resides in the heavens. Wow, wellity, to quote Homer Simpson. My friends, my gin lovers, my friends at Black Lodge Potion have never, and I mean never, let me down. It's all good that the phone, that's a record. That is just almost as nice to drink as it is to sniff. It is just indulgent, kind of heavy, wallowing, black sort of berryness. I guess it's sort of blackberries in there is the primary fruit, because I'm getting a lot of blackberry through there, but it's kind of a delicious. I love that adjective jamminess, all right, because that was been used in Steve the Bartender's, the one, oh God, the one that he, not this one, the other one, Shiraz, was it Shiraz? I can't remember. Mourvedre, the one that he made with Mourvedre grapes. That was thick and jammy and sweet and kind of viscous. And let's not forget, we've had, you know, berry flavoured and sort of summer fruit flavoured gins on the show before, but this is kind of, You get, the first thing you get is a kind of the sort of, the juiciness and the berryness and this kind of the sweetness of it just dances across the tongue and just sort of gives it a beautiful fruity massage, if you can imagine such a thing. But as it wafts around the mouth and starts to sort of slide down the throat, it releases a kind of mysterious sort of smokiness as well. Not huge and not overpowering, but just nicely balanced. Now, in terms of licorice, I'm not 100% sure. No, I think it's the licorice root. I think it's the licorice root because there's definitely, it's kind of sweet, but as I say, it's earthy sweet. It's earthy, depthy kind of sweet, and it's woven in there. And this is the thing, very often when you struggle, when you can just get a sense of a certain flavour or the mixture of flavours, that's a sign of a good gin because they balance them all out. If one stands out more than the other, it can kind of work, but I think it shows it's indicative of a more intelligent gin or a more intelligent distillery or more intelligent people who made it when they kind of balance them all out and you sort of have to search for them. And although it is a little bit weird, I would actually recommend the garnish of a bottle top. Works very well, I think. However, my friends, what is it like neat? So where's my, oh no, I forgot to bring the cup in. It's in the house. I'm gonna have to use my, my stainless steel tumbler, which is available to buy if you wanted to do so. Click on the thing below where it shows all the things. Don't think anyone's bought this because, to be honest, it's ridiculously expensive, but I make virtually no profit on it, but I'm not a great salesman, am I? The point is they charge a lot for it in the first place, so I have to charge a lot for it in the second place just to make a tiny bit of profit. Anyway, let's get the fella in there. However, stay tuned in the next few episodes because I am going to be doing a thing called a raffle. I'm teaming up with a website called, well, I think they're called Raffle, and I'm going to raffle off various bits of merchandise. I might even daub my name on it as well, so look out for that. Anyway, let's try this neat, shall we? So, by the way, it's worth mentioning it is 40%. So these sweeter, fruity gins are usually a little bit weaker. Obviously, they have to stay above the 37.5 because otherwise they're technically not a gin. They become a gin liqueur. But this one is hovering at a nice 40%, so I'm happy with that. So let's get this. Oh, definitely a bit sharper with the alcohol in there. I don't get the sweetness quite as much when it's neat. I reckon this is definitely designed for a gin and tonic. That people often say to me, you shouldn't be mixing tonic to taste it. Well, I say to them, yes, you damn well should, because the tonic for me and for many other people, in fact, not just for me, it is a fact. It just releases those flavours and certainly the sweetness in there. That, for me, that is absolutely crying out for a tonic, and I would recommend you do the same. However, my friends, how much is this wonderful, beautiful and unique little gin going to cost you? Well, I will tell you, it is here in the UK, it's £38.79. That's a very specific little price there. And to be honest, that is, I think, for something a little bit special, unique, and a little bit fun as well, that is a price worth paying every day of the week. Also, I forgot to tell you, they also always have a nice little sort of a scary, sinister rhyme which goes with each flavour that they do. And this is the one about this particular gin. I'm going to perform it for you now in a scary way. Goosey, goosey gander, whither shall I wander? Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber. There I met an old man who wouldn't say his prayers. So I took him by his left leg and threw him down the stairs. There you go, my friends. Gin and poetry. You do not get that anywhere else on YouTube. And come to think of it, I think anywhere else in the world. So guys, to sum up, as I've said before, these are, this company really is one of my favourites, and they're not hugely known around the world yet, as far as I know. Anyway, I've never seen them in the shops or in bars, but honestly, if you do see these, in the UK, they're definitely available. You can order them online and everything. Seriously, you need to try, because they've got some extraordinary flavours. I can't remember. Oh, here we go. This was actually, oh God, and they dropped that one. This one was actually me and Narissa's gin. This is empty now. Oh no, it's not. There's some left in there. Yes! This one is honey and, what was it, stinging nettle and honey flavoured. Again, just completely crazy and never heard of flavours before. But this was me and mine and Narissa's go-to gin for a while. I don't know why. I thought we'd used it all. It does look a little bit like a urine sample, but believe me, it tastes way better. I've done my research. But they honestly really are absolutely lovely. There was a cherry and chocolate one as well. And there was one more which I can't remember. Have a look on their website. I'm not allowed to put them in a link to this section below because I can't link to places where they sell alcohol. But you can find it, Black Lodge Potions. And I'm telling you, if you've not tried these ones before, go out and try them. Not only are they, an adventure in flavours, they also make, if you've got the whole full collection, they look wonderful on your gin shelf. It's really intriguing, a nice sort of conversation starter, and someone says to you, oh, let's try sort of an unusual gin. You can bring this one out, and there's a sense of theatre about them as well, and I just genuinely love them. So if you get the chance, if you're from the UK, order it now. If you're not from the UK, see if you can order it. If not, next time you're in the UK, blooming well get some, because they are just so much fun and I absolutely love them. And in fact, I say to my friends at the Black Lodge Potions Distillery, keep up the good work. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video today. I hope you found it useful and informational, and I hope it enriched your life in many, many ways. If indeed you did, don't forget to press the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or if you want to join the supporters of the show, you can head over to the Patreon page, or indeed click the join button below this video to become a YouTube member. But till next time guys, you all know the drill. Take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons and members. Shit, almost whacked some gin off the shelf there, and keep drinking the gin.